music for real.
And we back.
We back, shorty.
This one you can take a deep breath. Hey guys.
What up?
Welcome back to Insert Subject here.
Yeah.
I'm Makia.
I'm your boy, Ant. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
When y'all watch this,
I hope we have some fun today because we're taping in the past, so we're projecting.
They don't know that. This is what is that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio? Oh,
Inception.
Inception.
Oh yes.
We a dream inside a dream inside a dream right now.
Look at us. So
futuristic.
Knock, knock, knock. Housekeeping. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the page, turn the notification bell on, because some of you are not doing it, and I would really appreciate it if you would do that.
Me too. Thanks, guys.
And keep the conversation going in the comment section below.
Yeah.
Test.
Oh, baby, she live today.
I am.
So I got my notes on here, just my intro stuff that I wanted to cover real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
The trending topic type stuff.
Okay.
Irv Gotti is a clown.
Why do you say so?
He went on a radio show a couple days ago and was talking rather reckless about the late great Earl Simmons, rest in peace, DMX.
Arf.
He said everybody knows that DMX died from a bad batch of crack that was laced with fentanyl. First of all, if that's your homeboy, I don't care if it's true. It's not something you repeat.
Agreed.
To me.
Agreed.
So you're a clown for that. But he came out, I think, yesterday and said, I'm sorry if anybody took it the wrong way. Y'all know I got love for X my dog. Unconditional dog love. Listen, if you my friend and I go out here and I get shot in the head robbing a liquor store, it ain't your job to keep repeating how I died. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like just keep my memory alive. Like if I was a pretty decent dude. Yeah. But anyway, so I just wanted to cover that. And Chad Johnson. Ocho Cinco. Is fighting on the undercard of the Mayweather-Logan Paul fight.
Really? Oh, I might tune in for that one.
He was offered $1 million and doesn't know an opponent. Really? Which sparked the question, like, if they was like, hey, Makia, we give you $1 million, you come fight, we'll tell you fighting later. Would you take it?
I sure would.
I would too. So, he was getting dragged on the show, the I Am Athlete show. They were dragging him like, yo, you gonna be going to sleep. We gonna come there and we gonna have our pajamas on because you going night-night. And he was like, they offered me $1 million.
Right.
I've been boxing my whole career to stay in shape. Mm-hmm. I'm getting in that ring.
I would
and
too.
I don't blame him.
I don't either.
Hey, $500,000 to get in the ring. I see y'all there when y'all need me.
Yes. Yes, sir. $1 million can go a long way right now. I heard that they giving out $100 if you get the COVID vaccine. I'm trying to see how many times I can get that.
And then it was too much.
Listen. Oh, come on. Hello.
And then it was too much.
Vaccine. Hello. I'm here for my COVID vaccine.
For a couple $100 over and over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, there's no such thing as too much protection.
What was it? It was in Iowa, Indiana or Iowa. Some nurses were overdosing people with the vaccine.
Really?
Yeah, like the people in the hospital because they were just over-injecting them.
I am convinced that Earth is a reality show for aliens because we do some of the simplest stuff.
How you gonna OD somebody on a COVID vaccine?
This is too much, and I am not happy with us presently. So speaking of unhappy with us presently, today we are going to talk about relationships in different facets and components and things like that. Fashions.
Hey, Tom. The word is facets, but she said facets because she put two words together.
I did.
Back to you, Tom.
Sometimes I like to make words up.
Listen, I like it. I'm here for it. But Tom will come out now.
Anywho. So, a lot has been going on.
Yes, it is.
With celebrities and relationships and things like that. And what I find very interesting is we have so many friends and acquaintances who have different types of relationships.
Yes.
And they fascinate me so much. Some people have open relationships. Some people have throuples and quapples, because I don't know what exactly they're doing. Some people are in long-standing relationships with no intent to marry. And I am always so fascinated with different things that people do and what makes up different relationships. And I know there's no one-size-fits-all, and this is a no judgment zone. We are completely...
What works for you works for you.
Absolutely.
I am 100%... I subscribe to that 100 million percent. What works for you works for you.
Yeah, because I don't have to live in your relationship. I don't reap the benefits, nor do I have the pitfalls, because, and some people may not like us.
Yeah.
I mean, because, some people...
And that's fine.
That's perfectly fine.
And that's fine.
Because I'm sorry, my honey is not a rich hitter, 8-figure. That's not your type. But I'm not going to fight over orange box all night. So guess what?
I ain't broke, but
No.
I ain't Migos.
And I'm not swinging and ducking in an elevator. So
over a PlayStation 5.
Over a PlayStation. I would like to know what happened at the beginning to make this whole...
He took that Bentley back. She realized that Bentley wasn't outside. She was like, well, give me back my PlayStation 5. Broke girls do that, sweetie.
Yeah, and he probably took it back because he saw the pre-Triller performance.
Yo, if y'all didn't see that Triller performance, God have mercy. Google Sweetie and what's the girl? Doja Cat. Triller performance. You will think it's the rehearsal that they were filming.
Yeah,
it was horrible.
Yeah, it was. And then you have people like Chloe, who Tristan has popped up with yet another.
Go ahead.
No, could you want to say something?
I feel like, and this is just this is my hot take. I feel like Chloe knows what she got herself into. Like, you know how that this is. You was like, everything is different. Everybody. I think Tristan. She know Tristan gonna sling that thing everywhere. As long as he don't bring nothing back home. Because I'm telling you, he in these streets.
He is.
He in these streets heavy.
What's very interesting is all of the chicks from his baby mother, his son's mother, they all look similar. And then there's Chloe. Which is very interesting to me is what attracted him and her together.
I think that was the money.
That's what people have been saying.
But I think he's... I always say you got to understand people's psyche, what they've gone through, and then you'll understand the people they're looking for relationships. I think he probably was the dude who was overlooked because nobody knew about Tristan Thompson until he got with Chloe.
That is correct.
So he was the overlooked kid in school that wasn't nobody really paying no attention to, and then he went out and tried to get all the exotic girls all of a sudden because he in the NBA and the Cavaliers overpaid him for being a bum. So he go out here and get the girls he couldn't normally get. I think that's what Chloe was, the girl he couldn't normally go and get.
But it's like he went straight from like Brazil to like Dundalk.
Yeah, but you don't know what Chloe is. Chloe got she changed her face every 3 years, so you don't know what she
ain't even every 3 years. It's like every 3 days.
I saw a picture of Chloe. I was like, who that?
Right.
Who that is?
So some people might feel like PORN, because I don't know what gets monetized.
Yes.
That is
adult films.
Yes. Adult productions. We'll call it production.
There we go.
Yeah, we go. If their partner partakes in the physical sports of the performing arts, that it is a form of cheating.
Self-performing art. No.
Yeah. So do you feel like if I pleasure cake to myself, then that is cheating?
No. Again, it goes with the psyche of the person. I don't feel like watching adult what we call it,
adult production.
adult production, and getting to know yourself just a little bit better has anything to do with you wanting to be with somebody else. I think it's just a physical need you got. But an insecure person might be like, oh, you looking at another woman. Oh, you looking at another dude. But it all depends on the person. Like, your psyche says a lot, because I don't care.
Yeah, so if you're in that type of situation where your partner does not like for you to watch adult productions and get to know yourself,
Run.
No, just tell them it's research, because sometimes we have to get to know ourselves better. And
that's a good point.
I wanted to know what buttons would, cause what functions.
To help guide the functionings. I dig it. Mm-hmm. Yep, fellas. Y'all can say the same thing. I was trying to find the stroke speed that is optimal for your pleasure.
We should have said, put the kids to bed.
I'm sorry, guys.
Earmuffs. If you got earphones on, put them on. We're going to take a deep dive. And, then some people hand in hand feel like, they don't want their partners to go to watch the adult performing arts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Which I love a good show. I love theatrics. Me too. And that's the thing. You gotta have some theatrics and some spins, dips, twirls, swirls.
And swirl off the pole and land in people's lap. That's some talent.
I love creativity though. Like, it is 2021. I'm Barbara Walters and this is 2020. No. Like, this is 2021. Cars ain't flying, but booty sure can. And that's all I'm saying. Just, yes. So, but then some people feel like that is taboo. I don't want my partner. And that's fine if you're against that. But then, you know what I say to that?
What's that?
Foreplay.
If that works, speaking from experience in the past, not with my honey, because my honey and I have gone on many adventures together. But speaking from the past, I was with the person who felt like that was just a no-no. Mm-hmm. And it was, I don't know whether it was their perception of what happens in gentlemen's clubs, or I don't know what it was, but it was just like a no-no because that's another woman and it's cheating because she's touching you and you're touching her. And I'm like, I don't know what you think can happen in the middle of a club.
Well.
Now, the stage door, fellas, if y'all with me, the stage door, anything can happen. And I'm glad they closed it.
I'm not a big fan of male performing arts, but I do appreciate a nice follicular performance. And so
you just going for all your category words today.
I
can dig it. Go with it.
And so going to watch scantily clad chicks, I was like, why they keep asking everybody if they want to go in the back?
Oh,
you want to go in the back?
back where it's at.
And then I was like, well, I didn't get offered to go in the back.
Because you ain't got the tools to go in the back.
See, and that is why people don't. So it's not in the middle of the club. It's when you go in the back.
But the cost to go in the back, like if you're in a relationship, and this could be a take that's weird for some people. I feel like when you're taking care of your significant other, you're paying. You're paying the cost for your relationship. I'm not going to pay an extra $200 to go in the back when I can just come home to my significant other.
Oh, it's $200? I thought it was $50 on an onion pickle. I didn't know.
Now, at the stage door, I think they was like $23. But listen, she told me hold her purse while she danced. I never.
So what you was like?
I was just like.
Interesting. But if anybody has been, I should have worn my shirt. If anybody done been to Chuckalisa down the Pank.
Now Mississippi M.I. crooked letter I.
Listen, I would love to go to Chuckalisa.
That pole be 800 stories high.
They just
come sliding down.
Like Christmas tree garland.
Yeah, we gonna find the Pank. We going to the Pank. Y'all want to go to the Pank? Comment below. We'll let y'all know when that trip get planned.
Yes. And then some people are against their ex being friends. They are against their partner being friends with their ex. ex, which I don't have any ill relationships or feelings with any of my exes. It's just our time has passed, and I don't harbor any negativity in my heart. I want everybody to be happy.
But not everybody feels that.
And not everybody feels that way.
That's when that can go tricky.
And I would wonder more if every time you bump into your ex, y'all ready to throw hands and stuff. That would worry me more than if you was like, hey, how you doing? How's the family?
I think that's an extreme. I don't think it's a ready to throw hands, but I know there are some exes I can bump into and, we can hug and, hey, how's the family? Everybody's cool. And then there's some exes I'm like, I don't even want to walk past. Mm-hmm. No ill feelings. No, I want to jump on you, pushing, punching. None of that stuff. Just... I don't want to interact. Like, I'm cool. It's nothing harsh. I'm cool.
And that's fine. And that's understandable for you and for anybody. I feel like we can all be friends. Depending on the situation.
I feel like if they are not over you, it makes things weird. So if I'm trying to be friends and I'm genuinely trying to be friends with an ex and the ex is not being forthcoming with their intentions and they're around waiting for something to happen or sowing seeds of doubt, that's a tough friendship to have.
That is a very tough friendship, and I don't feel like it should be anything that's forced. I think if y'all just remain friends or cordial, hello, hey, how are you, then I don't see anything wrong with that.
Listen, I don't have a problem with it as long as it is just that, being cordial, as long as it's not some underlying issues. My hardship has always been, I've been very, fun fact, I didn't want to get married. Like, marriage wasn't high on my list of things to do. And then I met the love of my life, my best friend. And it changed. But I knew for me, my caveat had to be, I have to lay everything bare before we get too far so you can know whether you want to be with me or not. And I did that. So I'm cool. Like, my exes, some of us, we could talk. I'm cool with that. But if I feel like you're going to put a strain on what I have, I don't want it. We ain't got to talk. I'm cool.
Yeah, I totally...
You can't call me at midnight by mistake. I don't do stuff like that.
No.
Had that fun fact, had that happen. And some ungodly words were said to that person.
So, it's all different... types
absolutely
of relationships.
Absolutely.
And what I would like to tell you guys to do is kind of explore, conversate, talk to your partners about, and be very clear what is doable, what is off limits. And
be honest.
Yeah.
I'm big on honest. Like, the conversations are needed. We have and have had tons of conversations. Nobody's uncomfortable with the conversation. Like, I just want to know what's cool with you, what's not cool with you. That's how you understand boundaries.
Yeah.
You can't, expect me to know what you expect from me and without you saying what you feel is bad or good. Like, that's tough. And that's where relationships go wrong, to me.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to have the tough conversation. That tough conversation can save you some heartache later, in my opinion.
Yeah, and if you are not with someone that you can communicate with and have tough conversations, then you might need to explore a little bit more why that is.
Whole nother ball game right there.
Fun fact, I have gotten Anthony into so much stuff and into so many sketchy places, into so many sketchy experiences, because I'll see something and I'm like, oh, we should try this. Now, let me tell you something. I'm not a fine print reader. So it's not until after the fact that we're in here and everybody else looked like they came to play Dungeons and Dragons and they got roll-away suitcases and stuff. And I was like, I thought this was a club.
So that I don't look crazy, I calculate the risk of everything she gets us into. If I feel it's too much risk, I say no. But the situation she's talking about, my curiosity got the best of me. And I was like, yup. And I think I was more intrigued by the fact that she didn't know what it was. So we're not going to say the name of the place, but we telling this story. So we get to a place for couples that are into what they refer to as hard swap and soft swap. We learned this in the spot. You feel me? Like,
it was a whole
educational experience. We get there and music's going. We people watch. We love to people watch. And then we was like, well, let's go downstairs and see what's going on downstairs. And then we end up on the couch next to a couple. Innocent it feels. It felt so innocent. It felt super innocent. Until they started talking about the rules and regulations of this here lifestyle.
Yes.
Of course she has a question. So she's asking away. And they're talking, and they're just so friendly.
Very much so.
It's weird to me. So right now, I'm on alert because I'm like, they're too friendly. And so they start talking about hard swaps and soft swaps, and if you go in this room, leave the door open, people can come in. If you close the door, and I'm like, I'm worried. Like, why are you telling me all this?
Right.
And then they drop the bomb. This man looks at it, clearly his wife, the rings and everything, and says, "Would you do him?" And I was like, this went left.
And I was like, check, please.
And she said yes. And then he proceeded to say, because I do her. And I was like, so how do we back out this situation?
Right. Because after you sitting here talking to people, and you just talking.
It was just regular conversation.
And then it just took a turn. And it wasn't a sharp turn. It was an ever so. You know how you take an exit on the highway, and it just glides around.
They eased it off. And I was like, ma'am.
How do we get off this road?
Needless to say, they continued the conversation, and we politely said, no, we're not into that. So they were kind of cool. So they continued to talk to us, and then they just like kind of drifted off on their own because they realized it was wasted time on their part.
Yeah.
I think because we look so new. We look so green. We look super green walking in there.
And we were so young.
We were.
It was like, what, 10 years ago?
Yeah, probably about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It was so, hey, listen.
You learn something new.
You learn something new every day.
I did not expect to go out and get educated. My goodness. But we have had some very fun times as well. We have seen some beautiful people and places.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
You know, we went to, and this was one thing that we talked about in our Vegas episode. So if you want to know a little bit more, you can hit that episode. But we went to Vegas for the very first time, and I've always wanted to see a burlesque show. And so we went to go see Crazy Girls. Again,
this is a part of her not reading the fine print, but me calculating the risk, saying, it ain't gonna cost us nothing but $40. Let's give it a shot.
Because it was a Groupon. And let me tell you something. Your girl is very frugal.
Indeed she is.
Like, I am well below my means frugal. So I'm a Groupon princess.
Yeah. Crazy Girls was at the time.
It was this, it's the longest running burlesque show.
In Planet Hollywood.
Yeah.
It was dope.
And it started out very, very slow.
It was a slow start.
And I was
they showed an instructional historic video.
Yeah.
And it was like shot in the 80s. And I was just like,
remember when girls used to put their bang up and spray it?
Yeah,
it was like,
I was ready to walk out at that juncture. I was like, I don't even know if this is, we could just eat the $40.
Yeah, but I was like, let's give it a try. Let's, open-mindedness. Don't judge a book by its cover. And by the second half, it really
took off.
So it's just all about knowing your partner, having those conversations, things of that nature.
And embracing who they are. I embrace that she's not going to read everything, and sometimes we're going to be in a situation. I embrace it. I just learned to calculate the risk before I get into it.
Yeah, we done been on some trips with people we know. I get us into some stuff.
Bruh.
If I had a reality TV camera,
bruh,
you would be like, oh my God, McKee, like, what are you doing? By the grace of God,
yes,
we are still
indeed
today. We ain't been snatched yet.
Came close down there. It happened.
And then, kids can really cause some tension or appreciation and love and stuff into a relationship, because everybody doesn't believe the same thing. We have 3 girls, and all 3 of the girls,
all 3 of them,
are all different. They have some similarities, like they're all sarcastic and smart as crap. You never know what's going to come out their mouths, respectfully, but some stuff I'm like. And so parenting,
I had a flashback to some of the things that were said.
Yeah. And parenting 3 girls could have smooth took us out.
Yeah. Indeed. Indeed.
So.
It's a again, it's all about communication, though. I say that we had a conversation with our oldest, and we were talking to her about communicating with your significant other. Mm-hmm. It's important to know the person you're with and to understand that people are going to change, what they want is going to change, what you want's going to change, and y'all got to navigate these changes together. And it's all in communication to me.
Yeah, and it makes me super proud because they called us on FaceTime to talk through an issue. And fun fact, our daughter is married. And they were having their first,
they had their first fight.
Yeah, they had their first fight.
It was cute because it was their first fight, and they were both like, the world is crumbling. And I'm like, nah, y'all got about 6 more years of this. Y'all better chill.
Right.
Chill and get it together.
And they have been friends for so long. So it's now navigating from being friends to being partners.
Yes.
And it's just such a interesting thing because you start to see things that we talked to them about that they probably brushed off.
And one ain't out the other.
And now they contact us like, hey, what about this? And we're struggling with this and blah, blah, blah. And they're over in Germany. So it's not like they can just pick up and drive over, or we can drive over.
I can drive there. And,
So
3 girls.
3.
All 3 of them.
And I was like, I wonder why God gave us 3 girls.
I was reaping what I sowed.
I don't even really like girls. I've never had a roommate, and it's so hard because they go on my stuff. My edge tamer is missing. I got to go hunt through their bathroom and their bedrooms trying to find.
They tried to take one of my jackets. I'm 6'2". Put my stuff back.
So, what are some tips, tidbits, tricks, anything that you would have to share or suggest to us or anybody else that might be?
Any couple that's reading.
Yeah. Hit them down
new couples, older couples, I feel like you always need to be learning.
Yeah.
When you're in a relationship.
Because things, being in a relationship in 1997 was so different than being in a relationship in 2007, and it'll be totally different in 2017 because so many things are just in the forefront now that I never would have thought would have been in the forefront, and that would be accepted, and that people wouldn't scrunch their noses up at. Prime example, cheating. Now it's almost expected, kinda,
for certain lifestyles. Like celebrities, I think, get away with murder.
Right. And it's just
Tristan Thompson, get away with murder.
And even we had a friend that used to call us Will and Jada. And
I'm good with Anthony and Micaiah.
Yeah, when you see what they were dealing with, and it's not broadcasted, because some people are they put everything out there.
Yeah.
And they weren't broadcasting anything, and I was like, wow. Or the whole elevator situation with Beyonce, Solange, and
listen,
and Jay-Z.
Jay-Z been together since that elevator. Solange is a G.
She is, and I would have never thought she had it in her.
The thought always had about that situation is, did she cross the line? Because that's not her spouse. So that's always been a thought of mine. Did Solange cross the line by defending Beyonce for whatever occurred? Because that was Beyonce's husband.
So if my sister and my brother-in-law we're in an elevator with me, and I'm heated. You know, first of all, I don't have a filter on my mouth. And, you know, second of all, I'm very passionate about the two of them. So it's not just about my sister anymore. It's about my sister and my brother-in-law. And so I'm looking at him the same way I would my sister. Like, y'all both have to be right with and for each other. So I know my passion, and I'm not saying that this is right, but I know my passion. I would jump down either one of their throats if they were doing wrong.
And get physical?
Now, I wouldn't get physical.
And that's the cross. Like, I feel like she was entitled to what she felt. I feel like as family, she can speak her opinion. I think there's a time and place for that. But I think the physical part was crossing the line to me, regardless of what he did. It could have been, he could have been dead wrong, like two left shoes. I feel like her doing that was crossing the line to me.
Yeah, and I wonder why Beyonce didn't do anything. Like, she just...
Because she's the passive one, it seems.
But you could have been like, hey.
That's it.
Because I'm not... On the flip side, if me, you, and my sister were in an elevator and she's all... I'd be like, hey, I don't care what you did. I just don't feel like physical should ensue. So I would, come on, guys.
But you got to understand if you're hurt.
That is another.
So if whatever happened hurt you, it's a different train of thinking at this juncture. So I think Beyonce might have been caught in the middle. Like, I'm hurt. You did this, and my sister doing the dirty work that I ain't got to do.
Yeah. That's a very good point.
But she still crossed the line in my eyes. Like, oh.
But you know, in some relationships,
it might work for them.
Might work
like, because Jabin, you know, Jay put a whole 444 album out. That was...
Yeah, but then something's going on with his head. I don't like it. I don't like
He looks like he go to Kodak Black hairstylist. Yeah. It's bothering me at this juncture.
I just don't understand.
Jay's still a GOAT though, but you know he gotta figure out this something.
So that's all I've got. You got anything today?
I do. Hey friends, old people, get off the road. I feel like y'all shouldn't be able to drive at certain times, especially during rush hour. She got me, especially during rush hour. Old people. You don't have anywhere to be at 7:30 and 8 o'clock in the morning. IHOP will be there. The doctor's office will be there. You can actually drive through the city. Don't get on the Beltway. You are holding us up. And I get angry. And I'm respectful, so I won't honk my horn at you. But you're in my way and I'm late to get to where I gotta go. So, old people, before I reach out to my mayor and my governor,
oh my goodness,
to request that they put in old people traveling times, I need you to be responsible and stay your butts off the road during rush hour. Y'all can come out at 9:45. Y'all hit the road. Y'all get out there, like, cause if people ain't at work by 9:30, they ain't going to work. 9:45, y'all hit the road. You mean, do what you got to do. It's all yours. By about 1:30, go and take it back in. Get out the way. Because y'all making us late for stuff. And y'all don't have nowhere to be, but we do. So, old people, please, stay in the house during rush hour traffic. Okay? I'm not going to honk my horn at you, but I am going to give you a mean look. Get off the road. Thank you. Yes. It's you.
Ladies. At first, it was the eyebrows. Then, it was the eyelashes. Now, it's these swiggles y'all drawing on y'all foreheads with hair.
Oh, my God.
I don't... what is going on? It's like this part of your bodies y'all are just experimenting with, and I'm all for experimentation. But we got to expiation these swiggles and waves that y'all are drawing. Like, there are tutorials now. I was scrolling on Instagram, and they tell you now how to put the little loop swoops all across. It's too much. Y'all are 20 and above with the goddamn going swiggle. Y'all might as well put some Bobby socks on too and a little petty skirts.
Y'all almost made a cuss.
Yes, but I caught it. I used to do that on our oldest daughter's hair. I would put the little swoop, swoop, and now, when you do the little cute little, because I do it because my hairline is very interesting. Like my hair comes down to about right here, so you see it's not a whole lot of room between my hairline and my eyebrow. I'll zoom in for you so you can see it. However, so I gotta swerve it back because my hairline doesn't go. Some people are blessed with a beautiful hairline, and I'm super jealous of that because it just comes around and it's natural looking. Mine, it kind of is like steps. So when I get braids or things like that, I have to kind of like, because my hair doesn't stay in the braids, the front part, because the hair is just too fine. And so I got to swoop it. But I don't make no waves. Like, y'all are getting creative. I don't know if y'all trying to draw stuff on y'all heads with these swiggles. But that's like kids. And then some of y'all put the little rhinestones on it. Now, let me say, my homegirl watches the show. And she did it for her birthday video. And I get it because that was a performance piece. Loved it. It was beautiful for her. But I'm not going to swiggle my hair just to go to the mall.
Or the Ultra Lounge.
Right. Y'all too big. It's too big. This week's hashtag. Swivel no more.
Swivel no more.
Don't.
Hashtag swivel no more.
I should have did it today so that I could show you. I'm going to put a picture in. So you can see what. It made me want to be like.
Not with the spit. Get it out of here. Hey, yo. I'm done with you. I'm so done with you. If y'all haven't noticed, my hand been rolling around my two favorite bead people. XOXO Jordan G did the Ravens inspired one, and T Crochet did the Black Lives Matter one. I'm telling y'all, if y'all ain't hit them yet, hit them. They got some good stuff. Quality beads, heavy beads. Yeah.
Tas. Cinco de Mayo.
I hope y'all go ahead. Look, drink responsibly if you're going to drink. Call a Lyft, Uber, something. Don't drive. Don't give the police no reason to pull you over.
I'm about to tell a story right quick. One Cinco de Mayo, we were out with my brother-in-law. I'm going to say that story for the Friends episode. Because we're going to talk about our friends.
Oh, we're going to talk about it.
And y'all watch. So we're going to talk about it.
We might have to have them here when we tell that story so you can see his face.
Oh, yes.
Because I got the video. Just in case he wants to refute anything that's being said. I got the video.
Let me tee this story out for you. So he invited us out. He was out with one of his homeboys and invited this large group out.
A group of 8.
A group of 8 to go enjoy Cinco de Mayo because we had never been out for Cinco de Mayo.
And it was around his birthday.
And it was at a Mexican restaurant here in Baltimore. And so we're
Blue Agave.
If
y'all Blue Agave.
So we show up and they had a little 2-person table. We like
8 people show up to help him celebrate at his table for 2.
We was like, we were supposed to sit.
And don't give him no more.
I'm not going to give him no more.
Because that's where the story gets great.
Mind you, it's our weights. So it's not even like, we could just sit anywhere.
It's packed for Cinco de Mayo. He has a table for 2. And we're all down there.
We're like, what we supposed to...
You gonna get this work, man. I had fun. I had fun today.
Yes, this was a lot of fun. I hope you guys do too. Please keep the conversation going in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Share the episode with somebody. They might want to know the difference between a hard swap and a soft swap. We can have that conversation in the comments. Y'all won't get me stricken by you. Well, with that, I'm Ant.
And I'm Nakia.
And thanks for stopping by to talk some ish for us today.
Bang.